In the Baltic Sea off Germany last month, activists from the environmental group Greenpeace chased the Seagull, an aging oil tanker carrying Russian crude bound for India.
What is really dangerous is that this freighter is 21 years old and obviously in poor condition. Often these tankers are also poorly insured. So if something happens, then ultimately we all have to pay for it because the insurance does not cover it.
The G7 group of industrialised nations, along with Australia and the European Union, imposed a price cap on Russian oil of $60 per barrel in December 2022 in response to Moscow's war on Ukraine. Any vessel using Western services like insurance and servicing must abide by the price cap. Russia has responded by building a so-called shadow fleet of aging tankers without ties to the West, enabling it to sell oil around the world, much of it to China and India. Estimates put the fleet size at close to 600 ships. Western countries have imposed sanctions on the shipping companies or on individual ships. But a Kyiv School of Economics report published this month says the shadow fleet is growing and now transports up to 70% of Russia's seaborne oil.
Russia has also reflagged these vessels to more and more obscure jurisdictions where the standards in terms of technical standards and so forth are suspected to be low. The insurance that Russia has found is suspected to be inadequate, meaning it wouldn't be able to actually pay out in the case of an incident. And we've already had several close calls. So far, no major oil spill, but it's really just a question of time until that happens.
Coastal states have raised safety concerns over oil spills.
The challenge for coastal states, which countries like Denmark, Sweden, and so forth is that they have very limited rights to actually interfere with vessels going through their waters under existing international maritime law.
Instead, Western nations should use insurance regulations to tackle the shadow fleet, says Hilgenstock.
To first of all, generate transparency with regards to this oil spill insurance, because right now we know precious little about it. If a vessel refuses to provide this information, or if it's not adequately insured, then it should be sanctioned and basically removed from commercial operations.
Britain this month imposed sanctions on a further 18 shadow fleet tankers, bringing the total number of sanctioned vessels to 43. The Kremlin said the move showed that, in its words, Russia's status as a reliable energy supplier did not suit London. Henry Ridgwell, VOA News.